Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hello. I'm so happy you're here. Please say hello when you get here so I know that you're here. I'm going to check and make sure the feed is going through on YouTube. That's where I'm live today, sharing on YouTube, which is exciting. Junk journals for prizes. That's what I'm going to work on today. I have an upcoming challenge coming up, a creative challenge that everybody's welcome to join in on. And it's going to be a U.S. flag creative challenge where I'll assign everybody who participates some prompts. You'll share your project photos that you create with your prompts in my free group over on Facebook, and then I'll be offering some prizes for anybody who participates. It would be eligible to win. So I'm going to make at least one book, probably two, out of this is that napkin collage that I did the other day in the membership group, the Craft Therapy Club. These are all remnants of napkins, just like leftover pieces that we collaged together. And then on this one, I use this really cool, like sheen, like almost pearl white bubble envelope for the inside, and then made a pocket out of watercolor paper and lace and trim. So that's one cover. And then this is the other piece that I had left. I had started with a 12 by 18 piece of watercolor paper. This is the other piece that I have left. So I'm going to make another book cover with this and this mulberry paper that Miss Denise Anderson gave to me. So thanks for Denise giving me that paper. All right, let's see. I can't see. I don't see any chat. Let me see. Gosh, good gravy. I'm going to try to make this screen bigger so maybe I can see. Janet's here. Hey, Janet. Hello and happy Friday. This is going to be great. It's going to be great, this challenge that we're doing this month. It is for, hey, Marcia, how are you? Hey, ladies, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate your friendship so much. You can't even imagine. If you're new here, if you've never met me, let me introduce myself. My name is Grace here at the Comfy Nest with Grace, and I do creative projects, lots of junk journaling, mixed media, napkin projects. I'm a chalk couture designer, although I haven't been doing a whole lot with that lately. I have so many chalk couture things to share, but I just have to get myself going and do it. So I just share creatively, create a safe space for creative ladies, like-minded ladies to hang out. So thanks for being here and welcome to anybody who's coming in for the first time. Please say hello and introduce yourself so I can get to know you. You can get to know me. Good gravy. I'm having a little trouble over here on my computer, so it's going to take me a hot minute. To get my feed up here so I can keep your comments live on the screen. So just, if you don't mind, just give me a second to do that. Those of you who are Craft Therapy Club members that saw this come together, this napkin collage book cover, please give a shout out in the comments. Let me know if you're going to try that. Do you have some napkins that you can try that with? I imagine most of us do. We do napkin crafting every month inside the club, different versions of it. Okay, I'm getting all kinds of messages on my computer that aren't related and flubbing me up. They're flubbing me up, girls. It's flubbing me up. All right, here we go. I think I found us. Can you girls still hear me? I hope you can. I hope you can. Hey, Kat. Oh, Kat, I have such big news to tell you. Listen, I told my husband last night, and the next person I need to tell is my sister Kathy. But we haven't been talking on the phone. Friend, girl, I don't know what you're waiting for. I have such big news to tell you. And I'm like busting out the seams to tell everybody this, but I'm waiting on telling everybody on the pages here on YouTube and on Facebook because I've really got to get my ducks in a row. But I can tell my sister. I can tell my sister this news. Marcia, thanks for letting me know that. She says, yes, we can still hear you. So some of you are coming in. Oh gosh, I'm only live on YouTube. I thought I was. We might see some people from Facebook, but it's all YouTube. It's all good. I'm so glad you're here. I will when I get moving back into my old neighborhood, I hope. Oh, Janet, that sounds like a good thing. Good for you. I'm not sharing new news yet, Marcia. I have not shared. I probably will not share until Monday at the very earliest. I have been held up with a couple of things that I really need to finalize before I can make my announcement. And I'm not being held up. It's not on my end. I'm waiting for this organization to finalize some things with me before I can make an announcement. But you guys make your guesses. I love to hear your guesses. Okay, this paper is mulberry paper that Miss Denise gave to me, and it's so beautiful. I was thinking, look at this, you guys. Look how big it is. I have plenty of this to make this a cover, the inside of this book cover. It's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So I think this is what I'm going to use. Now, I'm just trying to decide, should I glue it down? I'll sew the edges and maybe put a pocket in it, but should I just glue it down? It's just so pretty. It would work that way. And then cut. I think I will. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's glue and then cut. And I'm just going to use my glue stick, I think, to do this initial glue down. You didn't miss a darn thing, Marsha. I love that you're, I love your comment, and I love that you're eager to hear. You're eager. You're an eager beaver. You want to know, just like everybody else, what on earth do you got going on, Grace? What on earth? It's so exciting, you guys. I'm ready to just like spill the beans. Spill the beans. Isn't that pretty, Kathy? Denise Anderson, that hot little mama in Michigan, North Dakota, which is about just under an hour away from here. She's the sweet darling who saved Landon that day that he was on his way home. Kathy, did I tell you this story? Were you here live when I told this story? This was a few months ago. Landon was on his way home from college for the weekend because he's come home quite a bit. And girls, I'm just looking for a piece of scrap paper, for goodness sake. Something to protect my table from the glue. That's what I'm looking for. Hold on, friends. I gotta get something icky. Yeah, that's better. I'll put this down because we're gonna be gluing sloppy. We're gonna get sloppy. Anyway, Landon got stuck in this little town where, like, I think they have one gas station where my friend Denise lives. She's a crafty chick. She has been since the beginning. We used to work together at the college here locally at the community college years and years and years ago, like 20 years ago. So I've known her for a long, long time. And when Landon got stuck, he called his dad and he's like, Dad, my credit card's not working. And I just filled my tank with gas at the gas station. I have no other way to pay this guy. What am I going to do? The guy did not know how to enter. He only knew how to scan a card, and Landon's scanner wasn't working, like the scan part of his card. He had the money. The scan just wouldn't go through. So Landon said to the guy, can you just enter the information in with type it into the machine? The guy didn't know how to do that. He was all upset. He's like, I don't know how to do that. Now my machine is stuck and nobody's going to be able to get gas until we get this worked out. And you better sit down, young man, and figure this out. So Landon called us, and Chris said, I got to go to Michigan. It's like almost an hour. I got to go to Michigan and help Landon. And I said, who do we know in Michigan that could help us? Like, there's got to be somebody there with a credit card that can help him so he can get on his way. You don't have to drive an hour there, but it's not quite an hour, but 45 minutes to an hour. You don't have to drive and then drive back. It's just ridiculous to spend all that gas money if we know somebody there. And Denise, I Facebook messaged Denise and said, Denise, are you at home? She said, yeah, what's up? I said, can you run down to the gas station and help Landon out, and I'll just Venmo you the cash? She's like, sure, I'm on my way. So Miss Denise saved my son Landon from embarrassment and jail time. Not that he would have been put in jail. The guy just was so upset with him because he didn't know how to fix the computer. He didn't know how to work the register any other way. And nobody else could use the credit card machine because Landon's credit card stuff was in there, but not working. I don't know. I don't understand why, but that's the way it worked out. Denise saved him. She saved the day. She needs a little hero cap, like cape, excuse me. Hi, Sears. Thanks for being here. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. All right, that mulberry paper, is that not the prettiest thing? I did Mod Podge down on there. You saw me. I think I'm going to also, should I do a top coat of that as well? I'm definitely going to top coat this side with Mod Podge because I did the other cover and it just turned out so beautifully. It gives it like a real finished look. And because these are all napkin remnants, little bits of napkin that were glued down together in a collage on watercolor paper, I wanted to top coat that to really keep them secure and keep them down on the book cover. So that worked out really well. I'll do the same here, except I think I'll wait until I run it through my sewing machine because I don't want to give my needle, like dull my needle any more than I have to. So this is down. I guess I can just cut this. How do I want to do that, Gracie? Think on that for a minute. Think. I think I'll do it this way. Rather than using a scissor, which I know I would not be very precise, I think I'll use this ruler. And I can't really see. Looks like it appears as though I need to scooch my ruler over this a little bit. I can always fix anything that's undone, but let's see if we can't just cut it this way. Oh yeah, that was beauteous. Wow, that turned out nice. I have to fortify my edges, I can tell already. I must fortify. And I have this other really nice big chunk that actually was quite efficient. 12 by 18 piece of watercolor paper cut in half gives you really nice size, like 6 by 12 backwards, 6 by 12 cover, or 6 by 9, excuse me, 6 by 9 cover. And that's the standard book cover. So that worked out really well when we did that in the Craft Therapy Club. Yes, I used mulberry paper before. Have you, Kathy? Do you use it? I love mulberry paper. It's pretty special. It's expensive. So I use it sparingly. It's not something I use all the time, although I do love it. It's so pretty. So pretty. Right, because I got into a fight with my daughter's demon cat. Oh, good gravy, Callie. Did the cat scratch you or anything? I'm sorry to hear that. Demon cat. Oh, no, poor kitty. Kitty's a mean one, huh? Callie, tell me if you got... You do not have to ever apologize for being late. I'm just thrilled to have your company, friend. So thank you for being here. And tell me, what did the cat do to you? I hate to... Oh, what just happened? I hate to think that you might have gotten injured. Hold on, girls. That did not appear to cut well. Something happened there. There we go. Now we're getting it. Uh-oh. Oh, I cut into my book cover. Oh, sheesh, Gracie. Oh, sheesh. Look what you did now. Look what you done did now. I think all of my blades need an overhaul. All right. Are you cut? Did it cut? It did, but not well. I was hanging out with a friend recently, and she was telling us about a coworker of hers who was cat sitting for her neighbor, and she has cat sit for this neighbor like decades. Like this cat, I mean, the woman knows the cat. It's not like the cat doesn't know this woman, but she went to cat sit, and the cat kind of went crazy on her at one point. She was trying to feed the cat and take care of the cat, and the cat went nuts on her and bit her in the hand. And she ended up getting like a severe infection and needed to be hospitalized because of this bite on her hand from this cat that she's known for decades that went nutso on her. So that's why I'm asking, darling, if you're okay. Are you okay? Did not know a cat could do that to you. But if you got any, you might want to go get taken care of at the hospital if you got bit. Wow, just just from this other woman's experience. That's kind of the advice I would give. All right, missed a spot there as usual. Let's just check our edges. I don't need it to be perfect because I can go over it with more super wet Mod Podge to get it down, but I'm going to get this cover done and then we're going to work on filling the other book. And at least one of these is going to be one of the giveaways for the upcoming creative challenge that I'm making available to everybody. These challenges we do every month inside the Craft Therapy Club. I got to see, is this folded over or is it? Yes, it's folded over. I didn't know if I had cut it wrong or if it was folded over. It folded inside itself. Oh, there we go. Now we have full coverage. Just be a little gentle. We do these creative projects for prizes every single month in the Craft Therapy Club, but I'm opening this one up not only to the Craft Therapy Club, but to everybody. So if you want to participate in this upcoming U.S. flag, so it's like a patriotic creative challenge. What's going to happen is I'll give you some prompts. Everybody who signs up will be assigned some prompts, and then you create your project and you share it inside the free group over on Facebook. And then we are going to cap it off with a Zoom call, like a Zoom fellowship crafting party, and we will pull and announce the winners of the prizes at that party. Oh my God, I feel so excited. I'm so excited about it. All right, listen. That's actually quite pretty. Look at that. Ooh, do you like one better than the other? All right, this one's all flat, this cover. This one has the bubble envelope on the inside that has the like pearly white. And then I made a lace and pink trim pocket. This one I gotta let dry. I think while that's happening, I'm going to put one more coat of Mod Podge all over this, all over the mulberry paper. Then I'm going to sew, maybe sew pockets, maybe sew ties into this one. And then I will Mod Podge the other side. So you can see these books, friends, it's no joke how much work you put. I mean, if you're a bookmaker, you know this, how much energy and time and materials you put into making these junk journals. So please, for the sake of all junk journalers who make books to earn income, I ask you to just graciously, thoughtfully consider when you're buying someone's book, and I buy people's books on Etsy. I go on there and I look for one that I really like and I want to support a creator, so I buy it. And sometimes they're up to, they can be, I've seen them up to $1,000. But the ones, my price range, and you can get them in all price ranges, but my price range, I will go up to $100 to support another creative to buy her book that she's made. But keep it in mind, please, when you're buying books, don't try to wiggle someone down on price, because they have got, they're making 25 cents an hour. If you base the amount of time that they put into that book and materials, they're not making money. They're selling their art, they're selling their creation, but it's not paying their bills at that rate. So please be gracious. I always bring that up because it's actually quite astounding when you stop and think about how much time and love and energy we put into these books. Callie says, I got to get all the details on that so I can get involved as much as possible. Well, I have, I'm going to go live inside the Craft Therapy Club today, Callie. I know it's not a scheduled live, but before I announce this out to the general public, Crafty Chicks, I want to let the club members know you do not need to sign up for this. You guys are all part of it as part of your membership. You are paid members. This is part of your membership. We do it every month. I am just going to open it up to the public. And so I want you to know you do not have to sign up for it through the public links. So it's pretty important to me that you guys understand that. I don't want you guys like double signing up. You only have to do it in one place, and I would prefer you guys just do it in the Craft Therapy Club. Anyway, so there's that. Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. This one is, and actually, girls, I have that other tall skinny journal I just made. Maybe I'll give one of these away and another tall skinny journal as prizes with this. I haven't decided completely. I usually wait until I see how many people sign up. You know, if there are 5 people who sign up, I'm not going to give away 4 prizes worth $50 a piece. That just doesn't even make any financial sense for me. But if we have 60 people sign up, I will give that many. I mean, I don't mind being generous. It just have to have the number of people sign up to make it make sense for me as a business owner. So anyway, I'm going to wait and see, but I'm thinking Amazon gift cards and some of my books that I've made as prizes. Yes, go do the replay, but I'm going to go live again today just to explain everything. For sure, Kelly. So I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you for asking. All right, let's look for some pages for papers that could potentially go in this book that would match. Now, I have this folder full of printables. Well, they're not all printables. This isn't a printable. This is a piece of scrap paper from that book that I always use to glue things on, you know, but I had painted this side of it with some extra paper that I had, and I just love it. I think it's so pretty. Like, actually, it matches really well. But this says temporomandibular or craniomandibular, I don't know, joint treatment. Outpatient hospital and medical services. This was the Blue Cross and Blue Shield book that I always use, and I think it's almost gone. Like, I don't think I have any of it left. But I always stick it under my things to like glue on so that I don't make my table sticky. And I just threw that paint on there, and I actually quite love it. It's not ready. I mean, I would want to collage something on here or paint this as well before I put in a book. So I guess I won't use that one in this book. But what I'm looking for are junk journal pages for this book. Now see, this, let's do this. Let's fold it in half. This is leftover printables. So this is a leftover printable from one of the projects that I did on Facebook as part of a collaborative event. This was leftover decorative scrapbook paper, and then just strips of coffee stained paper. What was that from? Some calendar thing. I don't know. And then more strips of paper. But look at in here, girls, 8.5 by 11 piece of paper fitting perfectly in a 6 by 9 book. So I like this one. It kind of goes with all the green. So that will be 1 page. So we'll keep that one. I don't want to do too many pages that are really similar. I like to have good variety, but you know, in a way that matches, right? Like that it makes sense. These are 2 purchased printables from artists on Etsy, and then I just double-sided. I printed one on one side, and I printed the other on the other side. And that could work in here. So let's do that one. I like double-sided paper. So if I haven't double-sided it yet, I probably won't put it in this book unless I decide to do something different with it. Painted paper. Oh, these are from the Jelly Plate. And I jelly plated on, okay, this was a printable gone wrong. Like it did not print right on this 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So what I did was I jelly plate painted the back of it. Now I can make a smaller junk journal page of this. So I'll just take off the strips of the stuff I don't want. And you know what? I'm going to do this. I need to do it on a flat table. And I like to use my metal ruler for this because I think it just rips better. Good morning, Vicki Champion. How are you? What's everybody up to? Talk to me today, girls. I like it when you guys chat with me, you know. It makes me so happy. It's like girls hanging out, right? Like, so Please say hello in the comments. Please let me know what you're up to. Chat with me. Who's working? Who's playing today? I got up. I had my coffee. And then I cold plunged. I didn't want to, but I did it. I didn't want to, but did you see my post about my wellness tools? Listen, I need to start feeling better. Yeah. Like I want to feel better. I don't like walking around in pain. And all of these little tools that we have here at home are meant to help us feel better. Like I do have a red light therapy panel now. I do have a vibration plate now. And we've had the darn cold plunge for, gosh, a year and a half, 2 years. I mean, it's not new to us. But I hadn't been using it, and I decided once I got through graduation, I would make a routine for myself and start using it again because I want to feel better. Like, how cute is this as a piece of paper for a junk journal? For pages in a junk journal. And it's got texture. It's got texture. Just got back from exercise, and we'll be crafting soon. Lori, what kind of exercise, friend? Janice, how are you, darling? I'm so glad you're here, but how are you faring with all end of school stuff? Like, what is going on? You have proms and graduation, right? You, Christy, and me, and both Christy Adston and Christy Sloan. All of us girls. Like, see that? That'd be really cute. I'm not sure that I love the black and white for this book, but that doesn't have to be complete, right? Like, we can paint it. We can glue something down over it. All right, I'm going to keep that as a potential. Yes, let's keep looking at what we have here. Here's another one. Jelly plate printing on the back of a black and white. This one, again, it's 2 leftover pieces of printables that I glued down together. And then this one's just all collaged up with different papers. I think this could be kind of cool in this book. I have no idea how many pages I want to do. So I'm just kind of like, look at how cool that is. I love the yellow. Why? I don't know, because I have not been a fan of yellow. Actually, I might want this one here. That feels really busy to me. So no, I changed my mind. Go back this way. All right, we have 4. Let's keep looking. All right, let's go toward the back. I love that painted paper so much. In fact, I made this a printable and gave it to all of the Craft Therapy Club members for free. So this is a printable that you can print out. This is a painted paper that I did a long while back. But this one and another one I gave to you guys as a printable. So go to that guide if you're looking for some neat printables for your books. Do you want to put one of these girls in here? Yeah, they're awesome, aren't they? All right, let's just, I've got a bunch of these girls. I know that's what's like next in this book, so let's flip through those. These are, see, not all of them are like page worthy in terms of this could be a junk journal page. I would want this to print something else on the other side if I used this, but this is awfully pretty. So is this one with the green. Now, these came from Amity Bloom, and these are meant to be, she calls them, I think she calls them envelopes. I don't think of them as envelope. Did she call them envelopes or pocket pages? I can't remember, but I don't think of them that way. You would cut this out and create, see, she even has notes, trim here. These pocket pages, but I don't think of them that way. These are all awfully pretty. Look at that one. These are from Amity Bloom. This is one of her printables. This one, look at the color. Yes, with this one, except there's nothing here. So I think I'll just run this through my printer if you guys don't mind. Graduation was good. Party was great. School's out for the summer. You getting ready to camp? Janice, I know you guys like to camp. Girl, I'm still trying to convince my family to take me camping. Outside in a tent if we have to, right in the backyard. I want to one day do that. I can't with the cold plunge, but you go, girl. I do strength training every Monday and Friday. I have a trainer that works with me and I love it. Lori Wallace, girl, everybody give her clapping. Give her the clap emoji in the comments. Will you please? Lori Wallace, that is awesome. That is awesome. You guys want to hear a really funny story? I do too. I love the butterflies too. Let me find something to print. I'm going to go into my printables. Hold on. We're going to try this. If I can flip and get my computer to work for me. Printables. Like either purchased printables or, you know, things that here's Tattered Butterfly printables for free. TheComfyNestWithGrace.com. Oh, that's the freebie I gave everybody of that printable. Printables for sale, printable for, hold on, girl. I'm looking for a printable, like a purchased one that I can open up and use. You know what? I have to look up purchased because I have a separate folder for the printables that I sell and then the printables that I buy. So I'm looking for the ones that I have purchased. How do you spell purchased? Why am I having trouble? Purchased, girl. Here, purchased fonts and graphics. I had to get to the right folder, girls. Let me have a look-see and see what I got. I have junk journal kits. I got all kinds. Oh, I have some really pretty fairies in a junk journal kit. Oh, these would be cute to use. All right, I found one I like. I found one I like. All right, let me see. I could show this to you. Here, I found one that I like. It's a fairy journal kit from Creative Fabrica. Let's open it up. She looks like a little bumblebee. I kind of like the yellow-green vibe because it would go with what I have happening in this book. So I'm going to do Command Print. So Command, like on Mac, that's what you do. And then this printer right next to me. I do not want a photo on glossy paper. That is not what I want. I want default settings. I want it to print borderless. I don't want any white around the edges. So I go down to this thing right here, paper size, US letter, and there's an option for borderless. So I'm going to pick that. And you can see it made an adjustment here. Now I got to figure out how to feed this paper into my printer because that's the top and that's the bottom. So give me a second here. I gotta roll away from you. Not too far. I'm like right next to you, but I gotta roll away and see about how do I enter this in here. Top goes there and blank side down. Oh gosh, let's see if we can get this right. Because I have to, everything's backwards. When you put something in a printer, let's see if we can get this to print right. Print the entire image. Print. Let's see what happens. You'll probably hear my printer here in a second. So, see, it is handy to have a printer in here. Uh-oh, it's telling me. Hold on. Printing is suspended to avoid printing on a mismatched paper. Next. Print on the paper loaded? Yes. Oh, it was asking me questions and beeping at me. All right, let's flip back here and see if there's anything else. I do like to use some printables, but I also like to use like actual ephemera and book pages and stuff. So I think that's enough printables. And let's find some other, I'm going to go through some books or find some ledger paper to also use in this book. So that's enough printables. It's my folder of printables. And then I'm waiting for this printer. Can you guys still hear me when I roll over here? When I roll away over here? Because I have this headset thing on and it should still sound pretty good to you even though I rolled away. I rolled away on my chair. Okay, I just have this sitting here. This is the butterfly printable that you can buy off my website, but I did offer it for free for everybody. So you get background and butterfly together, and then I give you that butterfly by itself. This is printed on 2 different printers, so it looks funny. And then the background by itself. So it's like lots of pages. But anyway, that is available for free. I made it available for free over on Facebook a while back, but you can also purchase it if you want to from my website. And that the people in the Craft Therapy Club get all that stuff for free because they pay a membership fee, $15 every month. So I give them all access to all of these challenges and prize opportunities and all of the lives and printables and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I hope it's printing right, you guys. We're waiting. We're waiting. Look at that. Clapping for Miss Lori because she is the fitness wellness rock star in the group. Good. I'm glad you can hear me. Thanks, Lori, for letting me know that. I love all the clappy claps in the comments. Thank you, Callie, for cheering her on. We did our annual camping trip Memorial Weekend, odd this year, in a cabin instead of a camper, but it was fun. Good for you. The cabin, it worked out then. I think I did see a post maybe you did, now that I think of it, that you did probably the first day, and it was like, I don't know how this is going to be working out. I think you were like speculating how it might work. All right, girls, it's still printing. It's still printing. Let's start looking at some book pages and things like this. Like I have this ledger paper. We could use one of these. I have just a couple of those. We could use one of those. And I have all these book pages to look through as potential papers for this journal. I'm not going to fold that yet. Let's dump these out and see what's in here that we might want to use. These are kind of small, so they wouldn't. Italian Renaissance painting, that's pretty cool. I would hate to like cover that up or lose any of it. Michelle sent me this. My friend Michelle at Michelle Bell's Creation sent me this. And I love it. I like, again, I don't want to lose it. Like I don't want to fold it up and cover it with anything. I have to find a different way to use it. So I want bigger, bigger pages. Yeah, like I don't want little ones. I'm going to already have a ledger, so I don't need that one. All right, these are all too small. This is kind of cool. This is a cardstock, a foiled cardstock, but I think, again, I think it's too small. All right, gosh, nothing in there. Hold on, girls. We're just going to be, I hope you don't mind. You see the process of what it takes for me to get these books together. Let's see how that printer thing works. Let's see if I did it right. That's what just printed out. It's mostly green, but there is some yellow in here. Did I do it? Oh, it's upside down. So this wording is upside down. Yeah, like it's okay. It's written in French, so maybe nobody will really like immediately notice that that's upside down. Oh, shoot. Is it upside down? It is. Yes, it is, because I think it should go like that. But it's okay. It's all going to be okay. Now, this thing is larger than, and I don't want it sticking out. So we're going to fold it and maybe have a flap going here. So let's fold it there. And then we'll fold it in half. And this is nice sturdy paper. So that, is this too tall as well? So that when it sits in here, we'll have this little flap. Okay, but is it too tall for my book cover? Might be the same exact height. It's just a tish too tall. So I'm going to slice off a little bit off the top here where there's a little more margin. Now, I have to be super careful because this is a really dry paper. It's old and decrepit and really dry. I actually am going to slice a bit more off. Now let's see if it fits now. Yep. It just fits. Perfect. Okay. So that'll work. So now I have that and this to add to all of this. And I just want to find like either some more magazine pages or something to put in there. Oh, Kathy, you're so sweet. She's clapping for you. Lori, she's clapping. Kelly is my girl. Get Lori, Lori, that's Callie says Lori is my girl. Lori, your Junk Journal on a Journey is shipping off to you today. I just bought a bunch of ephemera and stickers for my blind date with a book and BD blind date with a puzzle. Well, look at you being all fancy with your initials. Kathy, I love it. Oh my gosh, Kathy, are you working today? I need to tell you my big news. Like, I need to let somebody know. I told Chris last night. I'm over here. I rolled away again. I rolled away and I'm looking at some other pages from books and stuff like that. So just give me a second, girls. Give me a minute. I'm going to come back over there with some material to consider. Children's Book of Virtues. What could we possibly get from here? Oh, I would hate to like pull these gorgeous pages out of here. So what I usually do in that case is I photocopy them onto like either a cardstock or whatever it is that I want to use in the book. But this one has, oh, this one's already torn out. The Honest Disciple. All right, I don't think I want anything in there. Okay, I'm not going to roll. I'm just going to get my big old butt off that chair and walk over here, and I'm going to be looking still for some more papers to use. So just bear with me, girls. So be patient with me. I got coloring books over here that might be cool to use. Adult coloring books. I love those pages. They're just neat to have in a book. I have some music sheets, music paper. Nice and yellow. Music paper. Again, I think this would be a little bit big, but we could cut it down. I am going to take one of these out of here. We are. Military March, none but the Lonely Heart, Harmonica Rogue. Let's find something cute if we could. Well, it doesn't have to be cute, but from a Birch Canoe. No. Opening theme from Piano Concerto number 1 from Tchaikovsky. Pipes of Pan. Is it terrible that I'm going to tear this out of here? Does this really bother anybody? Let's just take one of these. Oh, it wants to pull. How is this book made? It wants to pull. I'm not at the center of this signature. This is the good thing about making your own books, then you understand. I'm not at the center. So what this, I think this is the center. What this means is if I pull out one side, the other side is going to come out as well. That's the center here. So this side should probably fall out because it is sewn together. So this one will come out probably pretty easy. Nope. That's good. It's in there. I don't want it to come out. I only need one. So there, we'll use that one. I like to have a good combination of types of pages in here. How much bigger than, slightly bigger on both fronts, actually. I'm going to have to take a little bit of this one off too. I likely will have to take some of this out. Let's see, does it fit? It is the same exact size, height, and width. It's just about the same exact size. But I'm going to take a little sliver off. I'm home working right now. I'm working on education and research. Ooh, education and research. Girl, you getting all formal on me? What you be educating yourself on? And what research? I mean, tell us all the deets. Can you? Can you? Uh-oh. Dull blade action going on. I ordered blades. By the way, girls, if this will not cut. I ordered blades from Amazon. I price checked between Amazon, Hobby Lobby, you know, Walmart, all the things. And the blades were the cheapest on Amazon for my cutter. This thing is not cutting
whatsoever. I can't, it's just not doing it. Like, you're being a real pain in my you-know-what's-its. They're taking like a month to get here. What is with Amazon lately? Things are taking like a week and a half, 2 weeks, a month to come to me. That is not normal. What is going on? Does anybody know? What has changed at Amazon that things are taking so long? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. I probably need a couple more, right? Let's just try to find a couple more. Good morning. How are you, Mary? Welcome, welcome. I'm watching you. You are educating me. Oh, good. That's good stuff. My cutter was doing that. I had paper shards in that little track. Girl, I noticed that the other day, and I got them all out. It was a little bit of an ordeal, a little bit of a fight in that track. I did get them out, so why is it still doing it? Like, it runs fine. I need a new blade. I cannot find, I have like all of my blades in one box. And I think I moved them to reorganize, and for the life of me, you would think I could find them. I can't find them for the life of me. Even, like, I have these blades, but I can't find this board. I have all these stupid, these big blades that go on that one cutter. I can't find that board anywhere. What is going on with you, Gracie? I am losing my mind, girlfriends. Oh, look what I just found. It was hiding underneath a mat. Let's just do it while we can. How the heck do you do this again? You just rip it out of here? No, you got to pull this thing apart and then pull it out of here. Listen, girls, I got to get myself to the local thrift store. Kathy, my sister Kathy she used to work at a thrift store. Now she's working at the mall where she has a booth at an antique mall, vendor mall. Yeah, it's called Sweet Pickins. Kathy, is it in Cape Coral? If you guys are in the Florida area, you can go down and hang out with my sis when she's working. She works there at the register, I believe. But Kat, you can correct me. And also, she has a booth there. But one of the local thrift stores posted yesterday, like, oh, they're having 50% off all of their home goods. I was like, I got to get my buns in there. Now, I'm just going to throw that out because the blade retracts, so it's a little safer. Okay, more paper now. We're on to the more paper thing. I'm so glad you can still hear me when I walk away, because it's a bummer when I walk away and you can't hear me. Okay. Look what I have this when we went for Christmas. Oh, and Kathy, don't let me forget to ask you about next Christmas. Okay, going to Florida. Because my sister lives in Florida. We went to Destin last Christmas, and I came home, did not realize it, but I came home with 2 of these books. So I was, look at ephemera from our trip. These things this fell out of the book. This was from we went to dinner somewhere, and they had this in one of the kids' burgers. I don't know, steaks or something like that. Oh, well done. Isn't that hilarious? I'm like, I can't just, they're just going to throw it out. They don't wash them and reuse them. So I kept it for ephemera for my daily journal, which I've not been keeping up with. Oh, I'm such a heathen, aren't I? Anyway, that just fell out of there, and that's a crop up to me. Oh, they do that in North Fort Myers too? Oh, the store is in North Fort Myers, but Amazon is taking longer for shipping. Yeah, I've noticed. All right, let's see if there's something pretty in here that might make sense. This book is all like ocean themed, right? Like, I don't know that any of this is going to fit in my journal. Probably not. Nope. All right. But these are the kinds of books that I keep to make junk journal pages out of. I just think it's so cool. I do think it's so cool to have. All right, I'm over here struggling with all these books that are in my way. Let's see. I have music paper. Well, here's something good. This is from a huge book. Look at this. Look at how big this is. Leonardo turned his inquiring critical mind to various questions about hydraulics. Let's talk about methods of breathing underwater. This is much too large on its own. However, I have seen this done before where there's a huge margin here. Like I could cut that off, right? Like there's a really big margin here. Oh, it still would be too big, even with that margin cut off. I like the color of the page, like it's all yellowed on the edges. I don't know where I got this, to be truthful with you. I will hardly ever make a book that big. So it's a good, I'm okay with using it in here. I just have to figure out how. It's got that fold already in the center. So if we made these folds, and actually let's just do them a little deeper just to be a little different. So that would take care of that side sticking out. This is a nice thick paper too, and it's not exactly, it feels different than regular book page. It feels like it has like a coating or something in it. Now, what I'm thinking is that I'm going to cut. Let's see if we can cut the top and bottom. All right, now we have a new blade, so let's see if it works now. Amazon is now charging extra. Oh, I already read that one. Some paper is just a little bit more sensitive. It could be, Lori, that paper is super dry and old, that music paper. I'm going to unfold this before I cut. And this one. Oh yeah, I needed a new blade. That's what it was. Let's see if we can get this down to a reasonable. I think I have to cut it like right down to the edge actually of the content. This isn't, whoever folded it didn't even actually fold it straight. So this line is kind of in a bad place, but we're going to make this work. I'm going to cut it right. Nobody's going to be reading it, so if I lost a couple of letters here or there, it wouldn't be a big deal, to be honest with you. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's what I needed. And then it's going to be in there like this, but flip out pages. All right, let's see what we have for pages here. What do we want to open up to, first of all? Like when we open this, what's the first thing that we want to see? That? Oh, that one's too busy. All right, maybe it would be, the music paper would be cool. Yeah, I like that. It's a lot more neutral. Okay. What's on the other side of this one? The upside downness. Yep. I'm going to separate those. Nope. I don't like any of that. That's better. And then this. And then that. And then that. I think so. All right, let's see. Do we like it? 1, 2. Oh, I forgot about you. You can go toward the middle, please. You little guy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it gives us 16 pages. And what does that feel like this way? Now, it hasn't been decorated. So once you start adding more stuff, it's going to get even thicker. This book, I have not I haven't put it under something heavy, this book cover. So it's wanting to just be all wonky. So tonight what I'll do is I'm going to end up, see how these are curled up? I'm going to end up putting this under something. So what I'll do is get something really big and heavy. Let me find something so I can show you. Hold on. Something that will cover the entire thing. It needs to be something big enough to cover the entire thing. So I'm even thinking like a really big book. And even if the book isn't the heaviest thing in the world, hang tight. I got one. So this book is pretty heavy. It's pretty thick, pretty heavy. Norman Rockwell's America. I have become such a big fan of his work, and I've been collecting books on him and his art. I just absolutely love it. I just love it so much. Anyway, see how this is bigger than the book? So it will hold everything down really flat. Then what I usually do, because I leave like my craft room, like I'm going to leave and go do other things right now. This, I'll take my sewing machine and put it on top of there very evenly so that it's going to flatten it overnight. And that's a really good thing to do. And I'll probably do the same thing with this because I want it to be as flat as possible so that the book looks really nice once it's all put together. So before I sew these in place, I'm going to leave these things overnight under heavy things so that they get nice and flat. And then I'll sew this into the book cover. I'll figure out what I want to do for, I'll probably put eyelets for a tie for this book cover. And then this will be one of the prizes in the upcoming US flag creative challenge that we're going to be doing. So if you want to take part in the US creative flag, the creative flag, the flag creative project challenge, please make sure you head over to Facebook and follow and like, because that's, and get on my Telegram channel if you're not, because that's where I'll be sharing this information mostly. Let me grab for you, by the way, I'll just do it now. I'll grab that Telegram channel link and put it here so that if you're not already on my Telegram channel, you can get on there. Let me get the link. Copy this link. And I'm going to drop it in the comments for you guys. There's the Telegram channel link. There, it's right there. I hope you can see it. Did that work? Is it a link? Oh, share link. It says share link and I copied it, but that doesn't look like a link to me. Goofy, right? What the heck? Let me try something. Okay. Oh, I've got it now. That one, I knew that one looked a little weird. I'm going to drop it again. Drop it like it's hot. Kenny used to say that when he was going to kindergarten. Drop it like it's hot. And he used to point down to the ground like that. Drop it. I have the cutest videos with him doing that. All right. There's the link. That's what it looks like. The real link that you would want to click on if you are not yet on the Telegram channel. It's free. You just have to download the Telegram app and then you can get free notifications on your phone. It's secure. It's like one of the #1 notification systems in the world, like used all over the place. Okay, girls, this is what we're doing. We're going to put this under here for the night or for, yeah, at least probably overnight. And then I'll finish this later, but I am going to be making an announcement about the challenge and I will go live inside the Craft Therapy Club here, probably right now, just to get her done, to explain to you all how you guys can participate. Look I can fit both of those under here at the same time, and then I'll put lots of heavy stuff on it. I'm going to explain to the Craft Therapy Club how you guys are going to participate. Okay. You do not need to sign up like the rest of the world because you are members. You get kind of VIP status. You don't have to sign up. You are by default
well, I shouldn't say that. You are by default participating. And I'll explain that to you in the Craft Therapy Club, how you do that. Alrighty, girls.
Have a beautiful day.
I'll catch you next time. Ciao for now, friends. Let's see if I can finish this from over here. Let's do it. Let's do it.